Good fucking morning. Um, Today is March 16th. Uh, I look crazy. I took my wig braids out. Um, Today is Sunday, March 16th. I'm gonna do some cleaning. I already sprayed the bathroom down with bleach. So let me just tell y'all about my day yesterday. When I get on here and I just start telling you about a day or something like that, that means that I don't really have anything else to talk about. So I'm just gonna talk about normal everyday shit that be happening to me. So yesterday I had to go pick up something for somebody or whatever, right? And after I leave them, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get on a train because I've been having this urge to. I tried to dye my hair, get my hair to be like burgundy before, and it didn't really take as much as I wanted it to. Excuse me. And now that it's fading, it's this kind of brown color or whatever. So I want to dye my hair again. So point of the story is, I'm like, you know, I'm gonna go to Harlem, and instead of going to the Dominicans or whatever, I'm gonna go to Harlem and search for a natural hair salon or whatever. Because I feel like the Dominicans is too rough. They don't do well with natural Afro textured hair. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about techniques of parting the hair and detangling it, and when they're washing it, not to, you know, do all that scrunching and making it tangled. And then when they comb it out, they just pull it and comb in. They don't comb from the bottom to the top. They comb from the top down. Like, when I say I despise that, I'm getting older. My hair is getting thinner. It ain't what it used to be. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of hair. People always say I got a lot of hair, but I know the difference. I see the difference in my hair from when I was younger to now, right? And I'm not about to be in these people hair salon and they raking my fucking hair. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go to a beauty salon that specializes in black hair, or they do black hair predominantly more than anybody else's hair. So I'm like, I'm gonna go to Harlem. So I go to Harlem, and I get off the train, and first off, I'm tempted to go back to fucking Bath and Body Works to get more laundry detergent and shit. But I'm like, girl, do not do it. So I go get me a smoothie. I go get me a smoothie, and then I'm walking and I see this salon that I've always passed when I'm in Harlem, but I thought they was just doing like installs or whatever. So I'm like, I go in there, and at this point it's a little after 5 o'clock. So I'm like, oh, how much is like a silk press or whatever? So the guy was like, you know, it's 150. And my thing is, I knew that they was going to say that price because I've heard people say they paid 150 for a silk press before. But I'm not paying 150. I'm not paying 150. Because what the fuck, that 150, that's how much it costs to do an install. 150 with my natural hair, and then there's a chance that I can go outside and it puffs up. They need to lower the price of the silk presses. They need to stop that bullshit. 150 is fucking egregious, okay? Then I'm like, and he's like, oh, that comes with the deep conditioner. It better. It fucking better. My thing is, the Dominicans do a washer set depending on the length of your hair. You can get a washer set from anywhere from $35 to $50 or whatever. I don't know. I haven't had a washer set in a minute, but I know damn well it ain't coming out to no damn 150 or none of that shit. So I keep it cool because I was already expecting that number, because like I said, I've heard people say they paid 150 for whatever, but I was just seeing for real. So then I'm like, oh, how much to add color? He was like, well, that you got to do a consultation, and that's going to be $100 extra on top of it. So I would have to pay $250 for y'all to color my hair and do a silk press. Guess who's coloring their own hair? Everybody who's coloring their own hair, put your hands up in the sky and wave them side to side. Keep your hands high while I give your girl an eye. Put your fucking hands up in the fucking air like you're being robbed. So anywho, what was that about? I'm going to color my own hair. I'm going to blow my own fucking hair out, and I'm going to use the plancha on my hair. That's what the fuck I'm going to do. Or I'm going to color it, blow it out, and then I'm going to go to the Dominicans for them to fucking curl it. That seems like it's gonna be my best bet, because you're not about to play me, and be like, I gotta pay $250 plus fucking tax, tip, or whatever, and then I go outside, and being that the weather is kind of shaky, there's a possibility that my hair puffs up and it don't even last 2 days, 3 days. When I get in the shower, when I get out the shower, I'm still gonna have to fucking flat iron my edges or whatever. Please. So that's that on that. But before I get to Harlem, right? I get off on 149th and Grand Concourse. I forgot where I got off. Doesn't matter. I'm on the I'm trying to get on the train. So there was this big guy that was like giving me the eye. I'm talking about big. This nigga had to be 6'5" or some shit like that, and big as Bubble Bass in that one episode of SpongeBob where he was like, "You forgot the pickles." That nigga was big like that. So he was giving me the creeps a little bit or whatever. Mind you, I made sure that I stood far apart, that if the train came, that for sure he would be getting on the cart that's ahead of me, and I'd be getting on the cart that's closer to me, right? So the train comes, and the door opens, and there's this double stroller. The lady got like twins or 2 kids or whatever, I don't know, and people's on the train. So they kind of blocking it, but they're not doing it purposely. It's like the stroller is really blocking them from being able to move. So it's this small space for people to get out. So this one lady rushes in, and while she's rushing in, another lady's trying to come out. So she rushed in, and then the lady comes out, and she finally gets off. So, I wait like a half a second, because if somebody else is going to come out, I don't want it to be the same situation where I'm like bumping into the stroller, whatever. So the lady comes out, I do a quick, why Bubble Bass come up from behind me and damn near push past me, talking about, oh, go, excuse me, like you just standing there. Without even thinking that this nigga could knock me the fuck out, squish me, kill me, with one swipe of his fucking bear claw. Why do I curse this man out? I'm waiting for them to get off the fucking train. What the fuck your big ass gonna do? Walk on the stroller? I'm on the train like that, y'all. Oh, Lord, please, man. So the lady with the stroller was looking at me like, right. And the other girl was like... And then he was so embarrassed. I guess he wasn't expecting me to talk or say anything. Nigga, that size don't intimidate me. The way my mouth be going, nigga. I'm a very reactive person. He gonna turn his head. He trying to make himself all small. We see you. The way I wanted to keep going and cut this nigga ass, I said, girl, shut the fuck up. Learn to shut the fuck up. You said what you needed to say. Shut the fuck up. Anyway. So he's standing there. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? I'm looking at him. He trying to fucking be all, make himself all. Well, people looking at me and looking at him, and whatever. And the whole train ride, that nigga ain't want to look my fucking way. But I was like, I need to learn to just let shit slide sometimes, because he could have swatted me like a fly. But the good thing about me is when I talk, I very much give. I'm willing to go there, bitch. I am 95% of the time I'm willing to go there. But that little 5% that includes interacting with men, I'm not willing to go there. Unless you my nigga and I gotta beat you the fuck up. Cause y'all know I'll beat a nigga up. If I'm dating you, I feel like I have rights to beat you the fuck up. Don't be like me. But further than that, on the street, I can't be acting like that. I can't. It's not safe. Anywho. Then after I got off the train, I went to the salon, asked them I got my juice, went to the salon, asked them their price. I called Risa, and I went to Risa's house. And that bitch ended up falling asleep. But yeah, I was just sitting there catching up with her. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that like that. I love Risa. I do. And then I ended up going home like around 9 something, 10 something. I came home and I hooked my phone to the speaker that I picked up, and it just, the surround sound in my room just sounds so. But oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I get home, right now I'm on my menstrual and it's extremely heavy. I get home and I forgot before I left, the toilet didn't have anything in it, like but like a piece of tissue. You know how you tinkle and you put tissue in it. So I have flushed the toilet, right? And when I flushed the toilet, the toilet water started to rise. So I noticed, what was it that happened? I got the water to go down and I wiped around the toilet or whatever. I sprayed bleach and then I wiped around the toilet and put tissue in it. So when I came home, basically the toilet had a piece of tissue in it. I'm just telling y'all because I don't want y'all to think it was like anything in the toilet or whatever. So I put tissue in it. So I had forgot that the toilet had gave me an issue before I left. And I came to the conclusion it's that toilet tissue that I bought. It's like hard to break down. It's kind of thick and it's hard to break down. I bought like this whole box of toilet tissue from this like little wholesale place that's over here. And I guess the tissue is just too tough for the toilet to break down. So eventually it started to clog the toilet. I forget. I go to flush the toilet because I'm thinking, okay, there's tissue in the toilet. I don't want to use the bathroom. I don't want to use the toilet with that old tissue in the toilet or whatever. I go to flush the toilet. Why does my bathroom flood? Why does it flood? Why would the bathroom flood? And when I say flood, I mean the whole floor. Some of it started leaking out into the fucking, it's just water. Like I said, it was nothing in the toilet. Some of it started leaking out to the hallway. It just kept rising and falling over and falling over and falling over. And I was like, bro. And I stood there and I felt my temperature go up and I felt myself getting mad. And then in 2 seconds, I said, girl, there is nothing you can do about it but clean this up. Clean it up. I took a deep breath. I took the plunger and I krakata, and that took me a minute. And if you ever had to plunge the toilet like that, you know that shit is work on your hands and your arm. And I can just tell it was just that tissue just balled up in there because that shit was like not moving. And then eventually it did go down, but all that plunger made the water come up even more. So I was just happy that it was no shit, or I was just happy that it was just water. Cause I'm telling you, I probably would have moved the fuck out if it was anything else. So I'm sitting there mopping for like 40 minutes. I will mop, drain. And so I have a cat, so you know the walls accumulate, especially in the bathroom. Cat hair. Sometimes you don't see it, and now that it's wet, you see like. So I'm just cleaning that up. I'm mopping, draining, trying to get all the dirt or little litter or cat hair that accumulated behind the litter box or whatever, the mop bucket. I'm pushing that on. I just took my time. I cleaned it up. I sprayed everything down with bleach. That was my day yesterday. That's it. That's my life. You want me to get on here and make videos? That is my life. I'm plunging a fucking toilet and bubble baths push me out the fucking way. Could I make my life more interesting? Absolutely. Do I have the energy? I'm not gonna say I don't. I just don't have the space in my brain. I haven't made space in my brain to get a routine and make things a little bit more exciting in my life. I haven't. But anywho, did anything else happen? No. I do want to get a tattoo or I want to get my nipples pierced again. I've had my nipples pierced twice when I was a little younger, maybe in my 20s or so. I can't remember the last time I did it. I ended up taking them out. The first time I took them out because I had a termination, so I had to take them out. And the second time I took them out because one of them was bothering me real bad. And the other one, I just had one in for a minute, and then I just ended up taking that one out. So with that being said, if I go get that done, I'm bringing you guys with me. If I go get a tattoo, I'm bringing you guys with me. Why am I doing this? Who fucking knows, right? Why are y'all questioning me?